All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Today we're tackling something that might sound a bit, technical. But I promise it's way more exciting than it first appears. We're venturing into the world of DAX, which stands for Data Analysis Expressions, in Microsoft Excel. And more specifically, we're focusing on a function called PARTITIONBY.
Sounds a little intimidating, right?
Maybe a little, yeah. But trust me on this. PARTITIONBY can seriously level up your data analysis game in Excel.
It's true. DAX in general is like having this hidden superpower inside Excel. It lets you do really complex analysis that would be, well, basically impossible with just regular formula.
Exactly. Our source material basically calls DAX this incredibly powerful tool that opens up all sorts of possibilities for data analysis. It's like going from, using a simple calculator to having this sophisticated statistical software, but all within Excel, which you're probably already familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. And PARTITIONBY specifically is a big part of what makes DAX so powerful. It all comes down to understanding what are called window functions.
Window functions.
Yeah, so think of it like this. Imagine you've got this massive spreadsheet with sales data. You could just look at total sales, but what if you wanted to see, say, the average sale for each region or for a specific product category?
Okay, I'm following.
A window function, like PARTITIONBY, is kind of like this moving spotlight that lets you perform calculations on specific portions of your data. Like it creates these little windows that you can analyze. That way you can get insights that you wouldn't be able to see just by looking at the overall data.
So it's not that PARTITIONBY itself is doing the calculations, right? It's more about like setting things up so you can do those calculations in a more targeted way.
Precisely. It's like, you're setting up the playing field before the game even starts. PARTITIONBY lets you organize your data in a very deliberate way so that you can then apply other calculations and get much more granular insights.
Okay, that's starting to make more sense. So how does this work in practice? I see something here about partition by column name. What's that all about?
Right, so let's stick with our sales data example. The partition by column name is basically telling PARTITIONBY which column you want to use to divide your data into these, partitions.
So like if we had a column for region in our spreadsheet, we could tell PARTITIONBY to group all the sales from the North region together, all the sales from the South region together, and so on.
You got it. It's that simple. And here's the cool part. You can actually use multiple columns. You could say, I want to group by region, and by product category, and then bam, you've got these multi-layered groups that you can analyze.
So I could see, for example, how different types of products are selling in each region. That's super useful.
Exactly. And it gets even more interesting when you start using the related function with PARTITIONBY.
Related? Oh yeah, the source mentioned that. It lets you pull data from other tables that are connected to your main data, right?
Right. So let's say, in addition to your sales data, you have another table with customer demographics, things like age, location, that kind of stuff.
Okay, I can see where this is going.
With related, you can bring that demographic data into your analysis. You could say, okay, within each region, show me the average sale for customers in different age groups, or show me sales trends by location within each region. It's about connecting the dots between different data sets to get a much richer understanding of what's going on.
Wow, that's powerful. So I could actually see if certain products are selling better in a specific region because of the demographics of the customers who live there.
You got it. You're thinking like a true DAX wizard now.
Not quite a wizard yet, but this is all starting to click. So are there any gotchas or things to be aware of with PARTITIONBY?
Yeah. One important thing to remember is that PARTITIONBY itself isn't a standalone calculation. It has to be used within another window function.
So it's not like it's going to spit out an answer on its own. It's more like it's doing all this important behind-the-scenes work to get your data ready for those other calculations.
Exactly. Think of it like, the foundation of a house. You don't see it, but it's absolutely essential for everything that's built on top of it.
Makes sense.
And the real beauty of PARTITIONBY is that it opens up so many possibilities. Once you understand how it works, you can start asking really nuanced questions about your data and uncover insights that you never would have seen otherwise.
So for all of you listening out there, here's the takeaway. Don't let the technical sounding names scare you off. PARTITIONBY is an incredibly powerful tool that can help you make sense of your data in ways you never thought possible. It's about going beyond those basic summaries and really digging into the details to find those hidden patterns and insights.
It is, and I'd encourage everyone to think about what kind of groups or categories they could explore in their own data using PARTITIONBY. You might be surprised by what you discover. Maybe you'll find a connection between, say, customer satisfaction and purchase frequency, or some other trend that you can use to improve your business. It's all about finding those hidden stories in your data.
Absolutely. And that's what makes data analysis so exciting. There's always something new to discover. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.
Happy analyzing.